Good morning, students. Today I'm going to read the first chapter in English literature, that is Visitors at Duliatal. After reading the chapter, I will explain the meanings of the hard words or the difficult words, and then I will tell you the summary of the story. So let's start reading the chapter. Visitors at Duliatal. Tinku was greatly excited. Two of her aunts, Monimashi and Nutupishi, were coming to Duliatal for a visit. Both were teachers. Monimashi taught in a school in Calcutta and Nutupishi somewhere in the suburbs. They had not been to the hills before. "What will they think of Duliatal?" asked Tinku. "They'll love it, won't they?" "I hope so," said Tinku's mother. "I only hope it doesn't rain when they arrive." "Why not?" asked Tinku, surprised. "It's lovely when it rains. All the little streams become rivers where we can sail boats." Tinku's mother laughed. "Why, you used to hate the rains too, Tinku," she said. "Oh, that was very long ago," said Tinku. "I am used to Duliatal now, and it's a lovely place." As it happened, there was a heavy downpour on the morning of their arrival. "It's time to go to the bus stand," said Tinku's father, peering at the wall clock. "Where are the raincoats and umbrellas? Let's take a couple of extra shawls as well. It's kind of shivery." "Could I come to the bus stand with you?" Tinku asked her father. "Yes, but wear your raincoat and don't forget your gumboots," he said. Rain continued to pour down when the half-filled bus from Katagodam arrived at the bus stand. Tinku jumped up and down eagerly. She was very fond of both her aunts. Monimashi told her the most enchanting stories when she visited her in Calcutta, and Nitupishi was great fun to be with and quite a good photographer, but they did not seem to be among the passengers. "Nutu, Moni," called out Tinku's father in a loud voice. "Are you there? Hurry up and get down. The bus will leave in a minute." Two huddled figures, almost buried under cardigans, overcoats, and shawls, crawled out of the bus. "What monstrous weather!" said Monimashi in a feeble voice. "It's freezing," said Nutupishi. "Really, Dada? I don't know why you asked us here at this time of the year. It always rains in the hills. You all soon get used to it." "Everyone does," said Tinku's father, taking the bags from their hands. "Tinku!" cried Monimashi, catching sight of her. "Why did you come out in this rain?" "And where's the taxi?" asked Nutupishi, looking around. Tinku burst out laughing. "We can't go to our house by taxi, Nutupishi. The path's too narrow." "A rickshaw then?" asked Monimashi. "I'm afraid you'll have to walk," said Tinku's father, laughing at the look on their faces. It's not far. Here, get into these raincoats and take these umbrellas. Walk all the way to your house, cried Nutupishi. And I don't see any road, said Monimashi. There it is, said Tinku, pointing to the narrow track leading down to their house. Monimashi said, I can't go down that path. It's so narrow and there's such a steep drop on the other side. There is not even a railing on one can hold on to, said Nutupishi. Don't be afraid, said Tinku's father. Here, hold my hand. And you hold mine, Monimashi, said Tinku. Don't worry, you won't fall down. It seemed like a never-ending journey to Tinku. Both her aunts were so scared of the narrow path that they took ages to cover the short distance. Thank God, we have reached the house, said Monimashi with a shudder as they neared the gate. I'm not going to step out until it's time to leave. I don't think I want to either, stated Nutupishi. There's nothing to see except dripping trees and dark bushes. I don't think we'll get to see the snow range at all. Oh yes, you will, when it is bright and sunny, said Tinku in a comforting voice. Here we are, said Tinku's father, opening the gate. Her mother was already at the door to welcome them. Soon after they had their tea, Monimashi and Nutupishi dived under the quilts and blankets with a hot water bottle each. But when they opened their eyes the next morning, the whole place was filled with sunlight. The sloping garden was full of colors. The snow range beyond the garden shone golden in the sun. The dark hills in the distance had silver trickles falling down into the green plains below. Oh, how beautiful! Cried Monimashi and Nutupishi together. I told you so, said Tinku, joining in the laughter that followed. Now let's see to the difficult words in the chapter. The first one, suburbs. The meaning of suburbs is a place at the outskirts of a city. That means it is not the place which is not in the center of a city. It is outskirts of a city. Downpour. Downpour means heavy rain. Peering at. The meaning of peering at means looking at something carefully and very closely. Gum boots. These are boots worn during rainy season, which is made by rubber and to keep your feet safe from getting wet. Eagerly. The meaning of eagerly means excitedly, to feel excited. Enchanting. The meaning of enchanting is something pleasing or attractive. Cardigans. The meaning of cardigans is some woolen clothes which we wear during winter season to keep ourselves warm. Overcoats. The meaning of overcoats is long coats worn in very cold weather. Monstrous. The meaning of monstrous is very bad and unpleasant. Something which is very bad and unpleasant. Steep drop. The meaning of steep drop is also known as cliff or something sharp downward slope. Railing. Railing means a support system which is made with a metal or a wood on which you can take the support of it and climb up. Took ages. The meaning of took ages is to take quite a long time. Shudder. The meaning of shudder is to tremble or shrug your shoulders because, and related to this chapter, Monumashi and Nutupishi, because they were feeling very cold and they were shivering with cold, so they were trembling. The meaning of shudder is trembling. Range, that means related to this story, it is a group of mountains or a line of mountains. Comforting, the meaning of comforting is to make someone happy, a person who is worried or sad, making a person happy and less worried. Quilts. The meaning of quilt is warm thick covers for the beds. I hope you have understood the meaning of the difficult words related to this chapter. I shall tell the summary of the story which we have read just now, Visitors at Duliatal. It is an extract taken from the story Tinku at Duliatal, written by Swapna Dutta. This story revolves around the excitement of a little girl named Tinku living in Duliatal, a place in Uttarakhand. Her excitement is caused by the fact that her maternal and paternal aunts, namely Monimashi and Nutupishi, who were both teachers, were going to visit her. Either of them had never been to the hills before. Tinku hopes that it rains when they both arrive, as she believes that it is a lovely scene to be amidst a downpour. Her wish came true, and indeed it rained on the day of her aunt's arrival. Tinku and her father went to the bus stand and along with the umbrellas, raincoats and shawls to receive and guide them through the narrow path leading to their house on the hills. It was evident from the reaction of Monumashi and Nutupishi that they didn't appreciate the rainy weather and chilly temperature at Duliatal. They were further disappointed when they learnt that no taxis or rickshaws led up to Tinku's house. It was not a long walk, but the absence of a railing and the presence of a cliff on the other side of the path made things challenging for them. Monimashi and Nutupishi felt quite relieved once they had reached the house, after they felt like it would be forever. Neither of them planned to step out of the house until it had stopped raining. After some refreshments and a night's sleep, they woke up to a sunny morning. They saw gardens full of colorful flowers and snow-capped mountains, shiny golden in the sunlight, and waterfalls from the hills flowing down like molten silver into the green plains. Both her aunts, Monimashi and Notupishi, were quite mesmerized at the scenic beauty of Duliatal. Tinku then jokingly added, "I told you so." So this is the summary of the lesson, Visitors at Duliatal. I hope you understood the story and also the difficult words what we have learnt just now. So children, you will go through the chapter and learn the meanings of this chapter. Thank you.